Arul, Sri Sakthi Amma. The entire credit goes to Arul Sakthi Amma, Sri Narayani Pidam, Sripuram for vision, knowledge, and drive, and also Sripuram ExNoRa. 3 temples in one campus. It must be a world wonder indeed. 1. Divine Temple of Goddess Sri Narayani. 2. Humanity Temple, Service to Humanity by Sakthi Amma. 3. Eco Temple, the world best Sakthi Amma's service to environment and the environment temple. Sri Lakshmi Narayani Golden Temple. We are going to see the Golden Temple. So, this temple is such a great, wonderful temple. I would call what is practiced is here positive Hinduism and inclusive Hinduism. If Hinduism is positive and inclusive, nobody can remain outside. So you can see Dr. Kalaignar Karunanidhi here. The first temple, the Honorable C.M. Karunanidhi, an ordinary nationalist, visited, teaching social service and environmental projects of Sakthi Amma, distribute temple aids to poor and children needing art operation. We are seeing Kalaignar so happy. Visited by also the Deputy CM, being honored by Sakthi Amma. APJ Abdul Kalam, our President, as a President, he visited, launching a massive tree planting program. Sakthi Amma is there, and ExNoRa President Meenakshi Sudhara will also that Sripuram ExNoRa President. So you are seeing the temple, Narayani Amma temple. You are seeing it here. You don't need to go to Europe, USA, and Singapore. Go to Vellore Gold Temple to see the parks created by Sakthi Amma. The temple itself is inside a huge park. Left hand side, what is a Singapore park? Here, Sakthi Amma Park. This not Singapore, India, Vellore. See, beautiful landscape, world class architecture. Everywhere it's like this. Now let us go to the second one. See Sakthi Amma's Humanity Temple. Service to humankind is service to God. It's a medical service. Sri Narayani Maruthuvamanai Research Center. So this offers state-of-art medical care, including surgery. Anyone without regard to his religion, ability to pay. Okay, so I think that speaks volume. So hundreds of thousands, lakhs of outpatients and 13,000 inpatients all have been undertaken. 50 rural villages covered by this Sri Narayani Hospital and Health Research Center. Educational service. So education is most important. There are so many schools, but important is the Narayani Vidyalaya. From preschool to grade 12, it provides state board education to local rural children who are taught in English and Tamil. So there's another one, Narayani Vidyashram School, was inaugurated 2014. It instructs students all the way from kindergarten to high school in English and Hindi under the national board system of education. Both state board and national board are there. So it helps. Most of them are poor children are given high quality education. Food programs, Annadhanam. So Annadhanam per day, 5,000 people are fed delicious food. You can see the massive dining hall where even Sakthi Amma visits, pays a visits and people eat food. And now it is increased from 8,000 to 10,000 are fed every day. So this apart, the food groceries are distributed during COVID and cooked food also distributed, both are done. So number of children programs, children development, children empowerment and all. So empowerment program, Sakthi Amma Magalir Membatu Mayam, empowers women in difficult family circumstances the opportunity of stable employment. Most of the women are sole breadwinners of the family. So it started 6 women, 2000, now employs over 50 women. They learn to make organic puja products and sew traditional Indian clothing. Program supports women by inspiring dedication, confidence, thus fostering self-esteem. So there are number of things like schemes are like a Punarjanma, a new lease of life as families in distress, as illiterate women and families of long-term prisoners. Then a very big Punarjanmam. Kalyani program, family establishment initiative that provides wedding support for couples of any religion from low-income backgrounds. Tribal welfare program supports tribal communities living in the rainforest region located 100 kilometers from Sri Narayanapuram. So, loans include desk, benches, books, and stationery for schools and students, raincoats, blankets, and basic health services. Vastradhanam program, giving of clothes, distributing clothing to people in need. Every year, term saris are distributed. Women come from far and wide, many walking for hours. This is the new sari. The elderly and young mother support program provides monthly financial pension scheme for seniors and young mothers. Financial support is also made available for self-employment, opportunity a variety of Amma's projects, enabling those in need of support themselves and their families. Now more than 350 have children receive free open heart surgery. They received it already. So public health services done. You can see differently abled child receiving artificial leg. Sri Narayana College of Nursing also is there. Hinduism worships animals and nature. God is also nature. God exists in all forms and is also formless. See Sakthi Amma, you see the Gosala, the happy cow and the calf. These nurseries, so you need to first create nursery, then we can plant trees. Children happily carry the saplings. Golden Temple, the largest, the best green temple of the world. Now we are going to the third temple called Eco Temple, Sakthi Amma's Eco Temple. So I told you the title, the goddess is Narayani Amma. Narayani Peedam is there. Number 2 is Humanity Temple. Now Eco Temple, ExNoRa Zero Waste Management Project is called. So ExNoRa Green Temple Award and ExNoRa's Best Eco-Friendly Campus of India Award to Golden Temple Vellore for the best eco practices. The temple was given. Narayani Om Sakthi Narayani Om. See ExNoRa Vellore Golden Temple. So now we are going to the third temple. The most important, equally important is service to Mother Earth, as the planet, the Earth is sitting in a time bomb ticking away. Earth's future ranks the barren due to climate change. So this is a press release by Narayani Peedam on external solid waste management. On Saturday, June 27, 2009, Environment Day function was held at the Sri Narayani Peedam. During the function, a solid waste project was inaugurated. A program like this started in the year 2000 on a very small scale. 25 members of staff has now grown to comfortably employ over 200 people. Excess waste and pollution, and among the many factors threatening our environment, to be given high priority should be taken care of in the conservation of our environment and the planet as a whole. With this in mind, Sakthi Amma embarked on an illustrious program called Sri Sakthi Amma ExNoRa Zero Waste Management, which transforms waste into manure and other useful products. You are going to see the best in the world. You are going to see, and this can be replicated anywhere, any place of worship, a temple, church, mosque, Buddha Vihar. At the same time, also in your place of your residence, your office, and all. Narayanapeedam and Sripuram have collaborated with ExNoRa International Organization for the conservation of the environment. Only 2 tons of garbage collected every day from the surroundings areas of Tirumalai Kodi. The garbage is then stored to recycle non-cycle waste, excess waste, pollution, and among many factors threatening our environment should be given the high priority, taken care of in the conservation of our environment and planet as a whole. With this in mind, Sri Sakthi Amma embarked on an illustrious program called Sri Sakthi Amma ExNoRa Waste Zero Waste Management Program. Transfer waste as manure. Okay, we saw that. So apart from that, what happens is Satyama's greenery afforestation program, Sagar and Satyama afforestation program, sap cleaning powders are made from the fruit peelings, cow dung collected from the gosala, mined with waste, mixed with waste from vegetable fruits processed to make gas. The gas used at the Kamala Nivas hotel community kitchens to prepare food. So the waste is turned into gas. The employees in this program receive good salary, uniform, safety equipment, free meals, free medical treatment, and medical insurance. Official ExNoRa International Organization did an inspection facilities and very impressed with this operation. So we will go to the one and at the end we'll see what are the benefits, very important. Like a multi-speciality hospital, this is a multi-speciality zero-waste center. Details at the end. How it all started, the swelling of pilgrims into thousands per day. The waste journey also became huge. Sakyam also the kind enough to come to offer the collection of waste from the nearby villages to solve the service problem. So normally what you see in all the urban cities, the waste of the city is taken out to the outskirts and a water body. For example, Pallikarni Marsh, ponds and lakes. Here it's opposite. The village wastes are collected, brought to temple process. This itself deserves a Nobel Prize. Temple is located under acres of land and has been constructed by the Vellore-based Charter Sri Narayani Peedam, headed by spiritual leader Sri Sakthi, also known as Narayani Amma. ExNoRa Green Temple Award, ExNoRa's Best Eco-Friendly Campus of India Award to Golden Temple Vellore for the best eco practices of the temple. Golden Temple is the largest, the best green temple of the world. Sripuram spreads over 60 acres of land planted with a large variety of trees, breathtaking landscape, fountains, eco pond, cascade pathways in the shape of the Sri Chakra line, scriptures from various religions of the world. The very center of the Sri Chakra pathway stands a majestic temple. The spiritual path is meant to foster greater reverence towards other religions. Very important. The temple is a paradise of sorts where tranquility, greenery, and peace reign supreme. Attractive overlooking terracotta tiled ceiling with a 1.5 kilometer long star shaped footpath leading to the temple provides for the entry of ample natural light and wind. The temple is a paradise of sorts where tranquility, greenery, and peace reign supreme. So you can see how you walk to the temple, the star shaped corridor. It's so beautiful. You don't know when you walk, you are doing this. It has magnetical effect on you. Beautiful lawn. Golden Temple Sripuram is a special park with the foothills of Malaikodi village in the city of Vellore, Tamil Nadu, India. Sripuram received 2 awards: ExNoRa Green Temple Award and ExNoRa Best Eco-Friendly Campus of India Award from Deputy CM of Tamil Nadu, M.K. Stalin, 27th October 2007. ExNoRa International, a non-governmental environmental service organization, the body has rated the temple as one of the best environmental model in the world. Eco-friendly features include solid waste management, liquid waste management, rainwater harvesting, biogas generation, organic farming, herbal gardens, paddy fields and tree plantations, hill and campus afforestation, harnessing of solar energy, manure and water for cultivation are generated internally. So this is a very quick rush through that. It's all ExNoRa concepts actually. They all been successfully introduced. SORROWFUL means solid waste management. Levam, liquid waste management. GAVM, gas waste management. Raga means rain gain. Usual word is rainwater harvesting. Wells and ponds, 2 tiers. Water means water treatment for drinking and cooking. Using natural light, skylight and wind. Renewable energy, using renewable source of energy. Tree planting, campus, social, hill afforestation. Organic farming, organic horticulture, herbal garden, nursery, and organic paddy. Cattle resource management, CRM, landscaping, compost park, eco park, recycling and upcycling. And prevention is better than cure. Spin-off, please see. Everything is separate videos there for you to see if you want to learn, interested. Carrier, cure air, fire for pure air, water wise air, water forever, cater water. P3 by M3, plastic pollution prevention by minimum use, maximum use, must safe disposal. Noise pollution prevention, noise voice against noise. Ending flooding. We have always problems of either water or flood, both can be solved. You see what's happening here. Amazon, my backyard. That means now we have Amazon in Brazil, but we not depend on one Amazon. There can be Amazon everywhere. Energy, using renewable source of energy, toilet, joylet. So it's a very joy when you go inside a toilet. Able, differently abled, human rehabilitation, village vantage. All this is you are going to see all this in one place. SOVM, solid waste management, has three tiers. Source solid waste management, in respect of temple waste. Decentralized solid waste management, in respect of several temples connected campuses. So temple campus, there is a hotel, lodge, facility, school, hospital, and nursing college, everything. So the decentralized solid waste collected from there is done. Centralized solid waste management in respect of waste nearby villages, that is brought to temple waste management facility process. All the three are taking place. Source, this is the only place where three tiers are practiced. Source in respect of each temple campus where they do it there itself. Decentralized is for all the temple campuses brought to one place and done. A centralized for when it comes to also collection of the villages. LIVM, liquid waste management, has three tiers and three are practiced here. SORROWFUL, source liquid waste management, decent liquid waste management. CLIVM, centralized liquid waste management. GAVM, gas waste management. SOGAVM, source gas waste management. DGAVM, decentralized gas. CGAVM, centralized gas management. SORRAGA, Raga means rain gain. SORRAGA means each terrace becomes catchment area for the well, bore well within its campus. D-Raga means the rainwater that falls in the campus is harvested to temple ponds. C-Raga is meant for municipal corporation which must harvest rain to the lakes and reservoirs. Centralized rain gain. Water treat. Water should be treated. So water treat, source water treatment, temple ponds and municipal corporation water supply. Water treat, potable water treatment at kitchen and for drinking. Zero waste management. The temple also practice zero waste management. The system includes biogas plant. Between April 2002 to November 2003, the system has generated 38.8 tons of compost, total with 52,280 and earned with 22,400 to sale of recyclables. The compost generates use for in various areas within the temple site, like the gardens, agricultural fields, nurseries, and illustration. The projects encourage management extend zero waste management to Malikodi village. So you can understand how this waste management is practiced. Okay, I would like to say that here, stop 1 minute and say, what are the benefits? First, the places become clean, including the villages around. They were dirty originally, now the waste collected, so they become clean. Normally, before the temple started this, the waste used to be taken to Pala river banks and water bodies and dumped there. Now, these all have been saved from ruin, dumping waste. So, second benefit. Third benefit, conservation. This all brought to ExNoRa Waste Center, Naranipuram. Zero Waste Center. They made it to wealth. That means, we will not exhaust all our resources. 4, it gives employment. Employment to women. Women are now are sole breadwinners in families. You know the reason. Number 2, differently abled. All have been given employment. They are paid good salary. They have a dining facility and all. Food is served every day free. So you can see the happy women there. That's very important. And finally, I told you all the benefit. These villages became clean. Water bodies and river polar banks saved from being dumped by garbage. 3, conservation is taken care of. 4, waste has been turned into wealth. Then next is employment to the sole breadwinner women and differently abled. They've been given employment. Finally, what you will really amaze, the climax point is that after doing all those things, the temple was making money by waste management. Compost sold, also used for all the temple cleaning projects, and recyclable are sold. So, ExNoRa's slogan, waste is not waste until it is wasted. It's not waste management, wealth management. Don't transfer waste, transform waste. All these things are You can see in action, practice one place. Extra state of art waste collection, pedal energy for petrol energy, human resources for natural resources, waste natural by using them up, and waste human resources by not using it. So 3-tier waste management, I told you, solid waste management, 3-tier. Unless it's a modern, must be Naragasura waste. You need 3 weapons to deal with it. One weapon you will never succeed. Source, where it's generated, decentralized, within the campus or area, locality, street, centralized. So you see the street beautifiers here. Interestingly, women are also the temple beautifiers. They've been given employment, they've been given protection, gloves, mask. So you see they're collecting before the temple. Called Sripuram ExNoRa. There are several cars silently doing this job. So the waste, I told you, source solid waste taking place, temple, hospital, school, guest house, Vidyashram, Annapurni Mandapam, etc. Then for every we're going to replace Sripuram, ExNoRa, Zero Center, centralized solid waste management, because also they collect waste from the village. For Vellore Municipal Corporation, what Vellore Golden Temple does is decentralized solid waste management. If every campus in Vellore, schools, colleges, homes, they do this, one of the 3, Vellore Municipal Corporation will have no waste to collect and transport. So we're going to the waste center, inauguration of this. So it is clean. You can look at this place. Actually, it looks like a marriage hall, and the women also dressed like that. But it's a zero waste center, ExNoRa zero waste center. The compound wall, it's a natural wall, green wall. So the founder of it was myself inaugurating it with the local body leaders, MLAs, Rajendran, collector, Sakthi, Amma, and Suresh, the trustee, son of Mr. Meenakshi, are all there. And the women, see, they are so happy. These women got job. See, waste actually is something, a wonder. You can make it chaste and give women are. See, the one woman, the last, on the left, a smile. Waste segregation center, and plastics and glass are shredded, papers compressed into bales and sent for recycling by solid waste system. Sipro attracts a daily footfall of over 5,000, which translates into 2 tons of waste, both biodegradable and recyclable. You can call it compostable and recyclable. The waste is returned back into material or to manure which is used for the site soil. The wastewater is recycled, used to irrigate and grass and plantation. Vegetables for meals are grown internally. This is obvious, even the air conditioning room is there. This is, nobody would believe who would have seen to waste management facility in several parts of the country. But this one maintained by ExNoRa on behalf of temple. So for the first time, we have an exhibition on waste. What the kind of waste we generate? This exhibition we kept there, and you have to go to see and learn the types of waste. And believe it or not, each waste is resource for another activity. Then we go to compostable. Temple authorities set up a waste processing facility. 4 to 5 metric tons of garbage generated daily is processed by 70 workers. Biodegradable waste is converted into organic manure through aerobic composting and vermicomposting. With the treatment process, natural manure is created and used at the Sri Sakthi Amma Greenery Afforestation Program, Revolution, Sagar, and Sakthi Amma Afforestation Program. Cleaning powders are made out from fruit and vegetable peels. You will learn everything, so nothing can go waste. So this, you have seen many maternity home. Here a maternity home for earthworm. So earthworms are the breeding center. A maternity home for earthworms. Earthworms are not only friends of farmers, also friend of. So I think you must be seeing only place where earthworms are generated. Cow dung is an important ingredient in waste management and biogas production. Compost organic waste palm leaf cups is shredded to make composting easier and faster. The palm leaf cup with prasadam, if you look at it, the point is that the difficult. They don't get decayed or decomposed. The reason is the neigh, the ghee is there. The coating. So we dry it and we have made a machine to remove the ghee coating. That's what you see. Green leaves and palm leaf cups are powdered through machine for faster compost. Because you can't compost this palm leaf cup. If you powder them, the process time is 1/3 of its normal time. So you can see how it's powdered actually. Organic waste, similarly organic waste, for example, kitchen waste, vegetable peels and all, shredded. And when shredded, they become into bits and pieces. The composting is faster. So vegetable waste cutter as a garden waste shredder. That was there. Then see how many kinds of cutter are shredder. Plastics and PET bottle shredder, palm leaf club shredder. All these things are there. So the thing is, it's so easy. It becomes easier when the problem is made into small. That's all. Compost beds, you see that how it's maintained and all. So windrow composting, vermicomposting compost bed, and the earthworms you are seeing here. Then compost must be sieved. So mechanical sieving is happening here. You can see how it's composed. It looks like coffee powder. It smells, it has a rose fragrance. So how wonderful. It's all due to your collective efforts. No neglect, apathy. Sieved compost. Then it's made into packets. Once you make it into packets, people can buy it. It's given also as prasadam free. Just as shown the mineral produce treatment. Sakthi Amma is there, Suresh and myself, collector, we are all there. And Amma shows the guest sample of mineral produce garbage treatment process. It's a proud moment. I think the temple, the deity gives you blessing and make your life happy. Here's something very down to earth. So puja, it's a puja room inside the waste center. The puja is performed. And it's very important, I think. This one, you would love it. Cattle resource management. So what happens? The animals which serve humans, the moment it stops serving because of old age, they are butchered, sold to butcher, and they meet the knives of the butcher. So what here done by Sakthi Amma are revered blessings. These male cows and dry cows are bought and brought to the zero waste center. They're fed with the green waste, vegetable, fruit, flower waste, and the animals offer cow dung, which used as resource for making biogas. That's all. So it's a win-win situation. The animals contribute, so animals need not undergo butcher. As long as it serves humans, we'll spare it. Also, cow dung cakes are made out of cow dung to help the women employees. They can take it home and for their own cooking, they use it. Biogas plants. Yeah, something very wonderful. I told you that ExNoRa parlance, nothing is waste. So fruit peels are converted. Orange, lemon peels, satukudi peels are dried and mixed with segakai, made into organic soap powder. That's what the organic soap powder, if you use it, this wastewater also can be used for watering plants. So coconut, so much coconut comes, converted as charcoal. So we are done to all compostable. We'll go to recyclables. Recyclables are segregated into 48 categories, packed and sold to recyclers. The average income, the sale of compost and recyclables, rupees 1 lakh per month. An average 2 tons of garbage is collected every day to surrounding area. So you can see that done. Perfection has been achieved in segregation of recycled waste. The plastic grade wise, they're segregated. So recycled, neatly packed, and it's all dried, some of the plastic waste. So grade wise is segregated. Women do that. They're fully protected. You can see gloves, mask. Now Corona used mask. This photo all taken 8 years, 10 years ago. They wear caps and all. And this looks like a department stores. Not that. These are all recyclable material, duly segregated, packed and ready for transportation to recycling industries. Why not we do it? the waste, each waste generator responsible for its waste. Okay, then the kinds of waste come in a temple collection. You will be stunned actually. Metal string, packing metal strings and bangles. We have a pile of bangles. And milk sachets cleaned. Milk sachet, and it's grade wise higher, microns more, but it's washed and it has so many uses once it's washed. So we see how it's washed. And then plastic waste shredded. The reason why we shred it, if you know that, you will really enjoy. There's a problem in Tamil. Sumakai kalpanam, sundaka mukapanam. That is what you can say like that. One brinjal is 1 rupee, transport in 10 rupees. So what we do, we want to cut down the transport because plastic waste occupy a lot of space in the truck. So if we shred it, we found we can increase the volume by 5 to 10 times. So when shredded, the same truck carries 5 to 10 times more volume and it carries more weight. So that's why shredding is important. Shredding at source, very, very important waste management. If you don't shred and transport waste, you'll incur loss. And that plastic won't be, a problem. But when you shred it, recycling industry will happily accept it. You can see the shredded plastics in bags. Plastic is segregated grade-wise. PET bottle. So PET bottle, I told you, is again causing problems. So first they are crushed through a tractor, and then there's a machine to crush, shred it, so the more volume can be taken. So plastic waste, we call it plastic practic in ExNoRa, P3 by M3 ExNoRa. So I want to tell those of you have plastic, don't curse dark, light a candle. P3 by M3 means, I think explanation will come here. P3, plastic pollution prevention. M3, minimum use. Minimum use means you should avoid plastic, but if it comes, it's not a cobra. So reuse it and recycle. Maximum reuse, recycle. Must save disposal. The 3, we are there, and plastic has come to serve. Why you blame plastic for our fault? Okay. And the paper, again, same thing. I told you, the brinjal 1 rupee, transport in 10 rupees. So we bale them, we compress them. But of course, using human resources to compress. So we compress, more weight can be carried. So it's become economically viable for its transportation. It's cardboard, stocked, it all came for packing and all. Cardboard pile, silver foil pile. And this all weighed before sold to recyclers, weighing machine is there. Vegetable waste cutter, plastic shredder, PET bottle shredder, palm leaf shredder. Sundakai kalpanam, samukuripa. Vegetable cost rupees 10, transport cost rupees 40. So makes the cost of the transportation also rupees 10 by size and volume reduction. Volume reduction source. Paper waste is compressed and made as bales for volume reduction, making its transportation economical. I think I told you this mistake is done by everybody. They try to take transport paper without compressing them. You don't compress, it won't be economical. They're economically viable. You compress paper bales and waste paper cardboards, shredded PET bottles, shredded plastic waste. All are there. From left top is compressed paper waste bales, shredded plastic waste bales, shredded PET bottles waste bales, waste paper cardboards neatly packed. See how many people benefit in how many ways. How this all transported. It could be a simple what you call tricycle, motorized rickshaw, or it can be even a truck. These all carry to, and these boys are all gainfully employed, recycling industry employed, Mother Earth saved. Plastic comes back as finished products, you can see here. Multiple layer of lamination wrappers recycled. Recyclable waste done by recyclers. Tetra Pak was shredded. Tetra Pak waste recycled become floor tiles and ballpoint pens by outside recyclers. Everything we create, but we should be responsible for that. That's what I'm trying to say. Amma blesses employees, the recycling facility. go down. Recyclables are ready to be sent to recyclers for recycling. Even you have metal waste, metal scrap and all, and this all kept a separate place, sent for again recycling or reuse. So organic manure is made into compost. It can be sold, can be donated, can be used. Actually, what you see is not a park. This is the zero waste center. There's a fountain too. So it has a neat dining hall for women to eat. They can take bath. They have toilets. So Sakyama, I would say that as great as a Minister for Environment of the Government of India. So many seminars are conducted. So World Environment Day is celebrated. Sakyama sitting with leaders, experts, character, and myself sitting there. The audience who came, the conference where people freely discuss, students also participate. So I told you everything, theory, practice, everything, classes are conducted. So water treatment has two tiers. So water treatment is source, pond and water supply. So then potable water treatment at kitchen for drinking. Here, so water treat. So the treated water, the pond is treated. So the potable water treatment is the water coming to the tap is treated. So it's not wastewater, but used water. So what we do, the water once used means it can be reused again for irrigation, liquid waste management, source liquid waste management, decentralized liquid waste management, centralized liquid waste management. So you need all the three tiers, then only you can solve. If you make use only one of the three ideas, you won't succeed. So I told you about it. Here, source liquid waste management. It's a small plant, it treats. Then it is decentralized, big machines. It's like just like the wastewater treatment, just like what the local bodies have. Organic waste, animal dung mixie. You can see that here. Biogas generated through the anaerobic and decomposition of organic waste, animal dung, was used for cooking. Sewage of treatment as clean water used for irrigation of temple farmlands. Solar kitchen biogas. So many foreigners happily take photo there. Solar panels, biogas, cooking by solar biogas, 2,000 per day. Now it has increased to 10,000 per day for free lunch. So ExNoRa has introduced zero corona, 100% we can stop corona. Now the medicine and all left to the doctors, and we are not competent. We are competent in involving people. ExNoRa's expertise is people's participation, people management. We don't call it human resources, call it human wealth. How to make them come and participate in common issues of their own interest. So epidemic became a pandemic and epidemic became an endemic. So endemic, that's what we coin. It can be done 100%. You see a separate video, zero corona, don't miss it. If you introduce it, 100%, whoever sees it, it won't spread. So water wiser, rain pain. Rain, when you don't manage properly, it's a pain. When you do rainwater harvesting, rain gain. SORROWFUL, the rain that falls on a terrace, if you harvest it, SORROWFUL, source rain gain. Decent rain gain is you have a stormwater drainage. You have to put bores. As water flows through that, water is harvested to the water table. Centralized is the entire rain taken to a water body in the town or village. So gas waste management. We well maintained dairy, goat's milk for food, cow dung for biogas, for cooking and lighting. I told source rain gain, decent rain gain. So your water conduits are there, water channels. There is done what you call decentralized rain gain. Rain harvest ponds are there. Instead of what? So Sakyama once said, not even a drop of rainwater should flow out of space, but should be harvested into borewells and temple-created ponds. Temple wonderful rain harvesting system, water conduits channels, temple made rainwater harvest ponds, temple created pond, Came an environmentalist par excellence. Amma was aware that sky, light, and natural wind are called heaven energy and power, which are being used large scale in the temple campus. So it's God's given free, free, and there's no bill attached to it. You get it free, and we don't use them. So why not use them? You can see the pragmatic approach of Sakyama. So the long corridor, star shaped. When you walk, keep walking, you get skylight and natural wind. There's no fan or light. You can see that, but beautiful. Tree to eyes landscaping. So you can see the corridors. There are very important slogans. There are many slogans, even from Bible, Quran, all are collected and gathered. So this is a very important aspect. I want to touch all of you, that people have their own belief. So if you listen to me, I'm Nirmal founder, 78. I'm talking to you. And by God's grace, I had corona thrice, and I was hospitalized. And God's greatness. So I'm still I'm talking with you so vibrantly. The point is, what we should follow. Life is so short. We should never give room for hate. I respect my faith, and I equally respect your respect for your faith. That's what a Hindu, Muslim, Christian should tell himself and others. So Hindu respects his faith and equally respects the respect of a Muslim's faith for Islam. I think if it is followed by vice versa, if it is followed, there won't be any conflict, fight, unnecessary innocent people being killed. So we go to marching forward towards climax. Change, climate change. Vellore has a nickname as Vellore, hottest place. You should go in summer and see. So it's a cool place. It's massive afforestation program. What about all temples? Temples have properties. Each Hindu temple, great. It has history. It has properties. Somebody told 3-4 temples collectively their properties will be more than Vatican's properties. And Vatican doing a lot of great service through its properties. But what are we doing with that? So we should do that. And I'm going to say that what is the afforestation program camp? The three tier. We call it Amazon, my backyard. That means everyone should create an Amazon. Even a house, if you have more than 4 or 5 trees, you have created a home Amazon. You have done Amazon, my backyard. ExNoRa's project. The Sendur Pari president, I think, is planting 1,000 trees per day. He is creating one Amazon per day. Amazon, my backyard. Temple campus is there along with Indian Oil Corporation. Must green salute to Indian Oil Corporation. Should do that. Temple campus afforestation program, social afforestation program, ill afforestation program. The 3 programs are going on. Called AMBI, Amazon, my backyard. City afforestation program, massive afforestation program. The campus, see, it looks like a forest there. Social afforestation. Then I told you about social afforestation. The first one is campus, this is social. The third one is ill afforestation. This field is clothed with trees. What you need for afforestation is world-class nursery. So without nursery, those who see you, I want to tell you today itself, you start your nursery, you can do it in a terrace or balcony. You buy Avin milk, it's the sachet, you wash it. If you have per month 60 sachets, 60 saplings you can grow. And you collect seeds. Wherever you go, you collect seeds. You can have a nursery. When guests come, you don't give them anything except a tree sapling and give it. So nursery, everyone should have their own nursery. I will say nursery necessary. Nursery necessary. So if you want this world to become green, you should have a nursery. It's not a rocket science. It's simple. And involve children. And children, they do that, they will become very positive. It will be greening of the mind. An idle man's mind is devil's workshop. Give them some greening activity. So nursery 1, the number of nurseries, nursery 2, and devotees receive saplings, they get the message also. With treated wastewater and solid waste became excellent natural manure. Next project, Amma, was very large scale organic farming. So you can see the organic farming, organic horticulture, and here you see green pharmacy. Medicinal plants are grown. It's again all state of art. Everything done. They put the art in the soul. So green pharmacy too, organic farming, organic horticulture, organic floriculture, herbal farm, all there in one place. So this is a toilet. So any place, even I go to another friend's house, I evaluate their hygiene. We call it hygiene my gene. So hygiene is proper. Only going to seeing the kitchen, you will not know it. Going to the bathroom. Here, this bathroom are all maintained. Supers come every 1 hour and to check it. Clean. It's always clean. It's as good as a 5-star hotel. I told you that people even stand in the queue. Seats are sown in their mind. These quotes from various faiths. Sakyama doing Aarti and Meenakshi, president of the wonderful person, Meenakshi. God grace, I met him. He is the president of ExNoRa is also. So, and here, Sakyama with Suresh, who is a trustee, son of Meenakshi. Amma, see, Amma's face happiness, seeing the compost. So this is the, I think you have to, select your gurus, spiritual gurus, who are not just spiritual gurus. Sakyama does everything and leads a simple life. Here, the character, the third zero waste center, Rajendran, who is part of a temple ExNoRa project, he is cutting the ribbon, and I'm there, and the compost bags are, we look at it so easily, like a mother sees a child given birth to her, like that. So see how the stinking waste become wonderful organic compost manure. So the team, Meenakshi and myself, all the important people are standing there with the workers and all. See, they look like the hospital frontline workers. They are neatly dressed, aprons and all. And these women, those who are sitting are differently abled. You have what you call women. See, all are happy. Happy. How they became happy? I told already, the sole breadwinners. They are sole breadwinners in the home. Now the home, you have 3 meals. Children go to schools and all. So this is not only God, not any goddess, also the waste god. Okay. They are happily, they have the badges, they have identity, they can go, they'll be respected, revered on outside. There's all even, we got different kinds of cards, push cards. See, go again, Abdul Kalam. He's a Muslim, but he's again symbol of communal harmony. And he's planting, he's there in Hindu temple. Kalaignar, I told you already about it. And Mr. Stalin being honored by Sakthi Amma. So we invited Deputy CM, Honorable Stalin, to give the award to Sakthi Amma. He is arriving the car. I'll go through very fast. And I'm receiving him. And Meenakshi, president of ExNoRa, receives him. He pays respect. The temple trustees take Mr. Stalin on a tour, meet Sakthi Amma, and then Sakthi Amma honors, blesses. Here you see Deputy CM with Sakthi Amma and Durai Murugan, PW Minister, and Peri Garupan Minister. All the three are there. It's like a cinema, not a queue, it's a cinema. People are waiting. The 3 bus loads of media reporters all went. They all queue to see the wonder how waste becomes wealth. Here you see also Mr. Gandhi, the MLA, District Secretary, and other dignitaries. Many of them come, you will know them. Deputy CM and Mr. Durai Murugan, Perigar are there. So we're walking through the waste center. Myself, Meenakshi, Sakthi Amma, I'm a Deputy CM, the woman neatly dressed. Durai Murugan, I'm explaining him about this, how he can, as a minister, do that for the whole state. So temple visit here, Mr. Suresh is driving the way, battery operated vehicle, Suleiman is seated, and our Deputy CM and Sakthi Amma. Backside, you see Mr. Jagat Rakshagan and Perikarpan Minister are seated there. I think there are many more VIPs came. We all see them. Here, some more are there. Mr. Gandhi is there. Mr. Perikarpan is there. Others are there. So Mr. Jagat Rakshagan is there. The Golden Temple Deputy CM visits. See the happiness when the people see that. And you can see a smile on the face that it's called ecstasy, Paramanandam, Peranandam. And all these people are there. Mr. Gandhi, Mr. Perikarpan, and the backdrop, they are there. So prasadams and blessings are given, and prasadams very respectfully taken by Deputy CM. So the function, part of it, award giving function. So dais are seated. There some more people are seated there. Mr. Jnanadesan, MP, Rajya Sabha, Abdul Rahman, MP, elected Lok Sabha MP is sitting there. Our President, Suraj Ramakrishnan, is addressing the meeting, the long dais. The center, Sakthi Amma, left is Dori Murugan, and next to him is me, myself, and all of us are seated. And you see that picture, they're all there. Here, Mr. Jagat Rakshagan, you see him, Suraj Ramakrishnan, our President, Jagat Rakshagan, Mr. Rajendran, Collector, and then next to him is Abdul Rahman, MP, and he is Chairman, Works Board, he is there, and before that, Jnanadesan, MP, they are all there. So this is myself addressing, we are all there, and Sakthi was having a talk with the CM. I want to talk, this is something what ExNoRa has been doing is positive Hinduism, inclusive Hinduism. Sakthi addresses, Deputy CM addresses, the crowd, big crowd of ExNoRa. Sivakumaran is no more. Former chairman is seated, fourth from the right. You can see him there, and huge gathering, that meeting, award presentation. So the Green Temple Award presented to the temple. On behalf of the temple, Mr. Suresh, trustee, receives, and myself and Dori Murugan are there. And then the same thing, honoring takes place. Every person is being honored here. Mr. Gandhi, MLA, is being honored. And then memento is presented to the Honorable Deputy CM. And so I'm being honored, and Mr. Meenar Sundaram being honored, the audience, the crowd. This is a memento presented to the Deputy CM, and then memento presented to Collector, and citations present, award citation presented by Deputy CM to the Suresh. And Mr. Raymond happily receives the memento. So we all belong to India. We never forget it. We are Indians. So the national flag is flying high, proudly. If every space in India is like Vellore Golden Temple, India is paradise. India is indeed paradise. There's no doubt about it. You also see the activities of ExNoRa in church and mosque, and see that. So before temple, temple before, temple after. Breast prayer offers to keep the temple clean, make your temple clean, green, and a model. Start temple ExNoRa, make your temple an example. This is my phone number, mobile number 98400 34900, mbnumber@gmail.com. Started temple ExNoRa chapter. So ExNoRa is having its chapters. When people are busily talking pro-Hindu, anti-Hindu, and all, we have a beautiful program in temple ExNoRa, outreach without moving an inch. So what many religions do, ExNoRa is doing already. But ExNoRa is silent because ExNoRa is non-political organization. The list of temples or activities are going on, or waste management activities are going on. Many temples, separate presentation are there before and after. How temples become really clean, green, safe, and model. So one place where you can meet us. If you are like this, I think I tell you that you have the divine blessing the moment you get a thought, even a thought in your mind you want going to be part of this program. You don't need to do anything. You can start in your the temple where you go. Even you don't need to start. You find one who will start it. You just initiate it. You do any one. Just don't keep quiet. Hate me so long. So now it's your turn to make it your temple a marvel. How to make it? Go to Facebook. Join this group immediately. I'm holding it for so long. Temple model and marvel. Temple ExNoRa Facebook group. Join there. So there is ExNoRa, the founder, the president, who is very dynamic. His number is given here. His address is given here. So you please pass and note his number. Mobile, only we SMS him or WhatsApp him. The reason being that you just imagine how many phone calls he'll be receiving. Yeah, hold it for a minute. His WhatsApp number, his email, his Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter. All the important 6 social media is there for you to use Sindur Pari. So other projects can be introduced any place of worship and residential area. I think I want to stop here, and this is the last picture. Sindur Pari presents to Innovators International. Thank you very much and for watching. I go to the part 2, leaving a little time to you. Part 2 may follow this presentation or it may be presented separately. Thank you.
If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go and click the bell icon to get regular updates from our channel. In case you have missed any videos, please visit the channel page by clicking the channel icon.